I I love just having the raid thing up and just being like, oh shit, it actually activated. I have not seen the Noid Kratos in some time. Okay, so we have new things that we need to look at. We have a new mode? Or new people, rather? The tribe? 200 resources with the stone circle in a single round. Add a star chart to your starting deck. Recruit through to with cairns in a single round. Beat Act 1 with the tribe. Let's go. Visit the constellation menu. Holy shit, new art. Constellations are abilities that you can trigger during the round. They recharge automatically when you place enough pieces. Warning, changing constellations resets the charge. Corvus, change a terrain piece into a random other shape. Taurus, change a terrain piece into a plane. Oh. Lepus, change the terrain piece into a forest piece of the same shape. Pisces, change a terrain piece into a river. I'm guessing this is going to be... Oh, this is destroy a terrain piece. Okay. Serpents, remove 50% of the starting garrison. These are, like, all pretty good. Transform the enemy building into the last placed enemy building. Keep the same garrison. How's this game work? So this game is like Tetris, but it is also a city builder, rogue-like deck builder. It's everything. It's so many things. I think it's really cute. I like it a lot. I've not played the DLC, so I don't know how this new group works. So we're going in blind, but I've 100% the game previously in the past. So I do know a little bit about how the game works. Tribe's unique mechanic revolves around aligning stones to increase their domain. Each round, try placing 4 cairns near each corner of the grid. The cairns area refers to the rectangular area that fits inside the cairns. The building is considered fully within the cairns area if it fits in... What the fuck, man? I'm gonna jork it to vanilla for 5 hours before going to bed. I mean, that sounds about right. That sounds like the man that I know. This sounds like Tilfin. Okay, so we gotta try to align our cairns, I guess. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So these will generate our military units. Not loving these, though. This is less good. Oh my god, please. Okay, yeah. I get it now, I understand. Well, that might be a lie. Okay, so you need to try to place your stone circle within your cairn. So you want to try to place your cairns in a way to facilitate your stone circle. This is gonna be a fucking doozy. Let me tell you what. That is not a lot of guys that you get. Since we're trying to not have empties, that's a bad idea. I'll take a tree into a plane and regain HP, because I have a feeling this is going to go badly for us. It didn't specify that cairns needed to be land-based, so this is fine. I don't want to go into a combat yet. I don't have faith in myself. And I don't have faith in others. Okay, we gotta try to optimize our Karens. That's what I'm learning. You have to min-max your Karens. What am I even... What are these words that I'm saying? Min-max your Karens. So does making it big and wide mean that technically anywhere I place the stone circle will count? These are the questions that we need to have answered. The stone circle is fully within the Cairns area. But is the Cairns area, like, all of this? Man. Man. I guess we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn really quickly. Doesn't seem like it works the way I thought it did. Oh, no, it does. Okay. Because it went... Brr. This is gonna be weird. This is gonna be gross and weird. We have rerolls? But they're not monetarily inclined? Strange. I do want to try River. I'm a big fan of River. River has only sometimes robbed us. Okay, so this would add 4 more Cairns. Or no, it's only going to recruit 4 more dudes. Okay, so this explores more radius to gather more resource. I understand, I understand. I tangentially get what I'm doing here. Whether I will in the long run is remaining to be seen. I don't like that we haven't really gotten a single military card, and we have not, well, River Castle doesn't count. We have not had the opportunity to fully embrace the Karen lifestyle. But we'll see how this shakes. We're gonna try and min-max our Karens again, though. I would love to have more Karens. I'm gonna keep saying it until the word loses all goddamn meaning. I can tell. I can feel it on my tongue. You really don't get a lot of enemy or, you know, combat units in regards to that. It's very interesting. It plays it very, very light. Ooh. Not loving this. Oh well. Okay, recruit 32 with your Karens in a single round. We've already done one of our various different accomplishments. Look at that. I guess it does just look like it's a lot less guys because it's spread out across 4 different units. So, like, fair enough. That was not how I intended to place that, so we're just gonna flub it up at the end here. Alright, cool. You can really get some pull going on. That gives us a permanent 10 dudes increase. That's nice. When building an adjacent, or sorry, when placing an adjacent building to a ally building of same type, let's try our reroll. Let's try our freebie reroll. These are not ideal. These are not exactly what I'm looking for. I yearn for an increase of combat. Because we're gonna be dealing with a little bit of a rough patch since it's been non-combat this whole time. At least we're upgrading our Karen, though. At least we're upgrading our Karen. No era of peace? Who do you think we are? What culture do you think we descended from? Because I don't think peace was really on the table. Maybe a new culture that values peace. You know, that's a good point. That's a fair sentiment to make. Maybe it stands to reason that a better future could exist. All of that jazz, you know? I may be delusional. I mean, there's something to be said about the valuing of these things, you know? You needn't be delusional. You might just be the first of such a shared ideal. If we can't dream for a better future, then what's the purpose of dreaming? Something like that, right? to be delusional. Okay, watermill. We're getting all of these water cards, but we're not getting enough water. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Oh, our combat's gonna be hell, man. Give me some rivers. I need to feed my castle. The wall is the filter usually on new things, so we might get filtered. It's the water on the inside that counts. This is true. Oh my god, it gave us so much water, actually. Usually not an issue, but God, this is gonna be a fucking messy one, I can tell. I can feel the mess. Okay, we're less here for trying to use the cairns to gather resource. And we're more here to use the cairn to try to generate currency. And by currency, I mean men to kill. Okay, nice, nice. Okay. All of my fears, you know? Just everything here. Everything that's going on. That's fine. Cool. Okay. We gotta stack these really thoughtfully. Okay, we can use the cairns to generate a good amount of violence. This is where it ends, though, unfortunately. If only I had that thing where you combine all of your dudes and they're suddenly more powerful. I mean, hey, it's an escape past the wall. That's all we're looking for at this time, you know? We beat Act 1 with the tribe. We're good to go. How rare are these achievements right now, I wonder? 0.1% of players. Let's go. We're the first. We're not actually, but, you know, we're up there. I'll take printing press, actually. I like the printing press. We're getting rid of our planes. What kind of ideas do we have? What's going on? Turn forest into plane. Pfft. Let's do a combat. And you know what? We're gonna use... printing press. Try to level up our canal at some point here. Alright, let's see how this goes. Given how water gives you a lot of money, I'm really curious how this is going to work out with the Karens. I realized that that almost sounded like I said Karen for a second there. I wonder how this is going to go with the Karens. What is your relationship with the Karens like? Apparently, for like a couple of years, there were literally no babies by the name of Karen born. And I think that that's just kind of wild. Like, generational shaming never before seen. Alright, this is going to be a little bit rocky, I can tell. I'm not loving this, to be honest with you. That's fine. You live up there now. Honestly, I don't like any of this. I don't like this at all. It's given me so many bad things in conjunction that I am a little bit miffed. A little bit irked. A little bit annoyed. I really have nothing else that I can do here. I hate the horse stables with a burning passion. The white-hot heat of 1,000 suns. I'm really curious if this will create like a weird fucked up like pyramidal shape and still count this as being in there. I'm so curious. Okay, form up. Hit those. Hit those. Come back around, grab from those. Nice. We did it clean. See? We know how to play. The memory is still there. When merging groups of the same type, let's go. That's what we wanted. That's what our Karen needs. Car that works on rivers. A fluvial guard. This is perfect. This is beautiful. This is everything that we could have ever asked for. give us heavy units. Shipyard's great. And you know what? Let's actually, let's use the money to heal up a little bit. I wanted to use the money to get more water. But sometimes you just gotta roll with your punches, you know? Alright, let's get a bit fluvial with it. We're gonna opt out of our roadhouse. We're gonna go with a fluvial guard. We're gonna opt out of our Herberus, and we're gonna get a shipyard as well. Full-on druidic water people. Gotta remember that we have our F also. Gotta remember that we have our F. I think that we try to hold on to our F for bosses, predominantly. Dude, this is fucking mind erupting right now. Please. Nice. Nice, Caesar-chan. Oh, let's go. It's becoming real. Yeah, double reinforcements. Let's go. Alright, normally I would go for the river castle immediately. But I'm holding off for now because I want to hold out for a hero. Holding out for a hero till the end of the night. Doesn't look like that might be a reality for us, unfortunately, but... I'm sorry, I had nowhere else to place you in that. Not loving this, honestly. This setup right now can eat my ass. Loving this, though. Oh, super good, actually. Extremely powerful. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. See? If we can get that shipyard out, that'd be even better. Awesome. Let's go. Perfect. Thing of beauty. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to use our 38 to knock out 22. We're going to go for the 23 into the 20, into the 20, into the 20, into the 24. Grab the 8 stack while we're going, hit the 12 stack, and go for the 40. And this should amp up all of our guys as we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. 134. That's what we want. That's good. That's very nice. I like this a lot. Don't really care for any of these, if I'm being completely honest with you. We'll do a reroll. I wonder if these rerolls are daily or what. We'll take another Fluvial Guard, because why wouldn't you take even more guys? That's ridiculous. We're going to take an upgrade of a card. We're just going to take a freebie for now. A Herberus is kind of a waste, if I'm being completely honest, but unfortunately that's on us. We probably should have gotten rid of it before anything. I'm actually going to get rid of it now. Just so that way we don't have that kind of bullshit happen again. In the meantime, we will take a canal upgrade for increased water. And we will take a upgrade of strength in numbers, because why wouldn't you? Alright. Hopes and prayers, everybody. Hopes and prayers. Gotta keep the water level good. It's working, it's working, it's working. I don't love a stone fortress in an area full of stone, if I'm being completely honest with you, but sometimes you just gotta take the hit. Really? We're just going all in on rocks, huh? I simply do not wish you to be there. Nice. I don't know if that would count in this instance. We're gonna place it though regardless. Loving that we've got our watermill. And you know what? We're gonna place you right here so you also get a bonus onto that water. Look at that. And we'll plant the fluvial here. Nice, look at that. So many men. We're generating just so many men. So many powerful seamen, if you will. Dude, every single one of these things can kiss my ass. I'm gonna lose my shit. Let me tell you what. Okay. This one won't be in conjunction with the others, but it will still be touching there. But if I do that, then this is gonna be weird for water purposes. The decisions that we're trying to make right now affect us all. I think we might just have to tank it out. We'll be stubborn. No, I'm gonna have to place it, aren't I? No, I can use this as a divider. Okay. That works. I won't get the maximum amount of Karen effectiveness as I want, but such is the life, you know? Either way, we've generated a lot of men. The sound of them stacking is so satisfying. Seeing that number hit like above 150 always feels so good. Like... It's like I'm doing things right, you know? I don't really care for any of these. You know what? I'll take another watermill. It technically counts as a water tile in exploration. So there's no reason for me not to take it. I will take strength and numbers right now, because that just feels really, really smart. Okay, we can't really do anything here with that right now, though. Okay. 50% of the starting garrison from the enemy building. This is interesting, because this is an enemy building. Can I can't F? I don't know how it works, in retrospect. This is true. Okay. We gotta be clever. Do we maybe just line up all of these guys together to have them all garrison off of one another? I wish I was getting more water units right now, if I'm being completely honest with you. The fact that I'm not is disconcerting. Because I want my stuff to be touching water tiles, and we're not getting enough water tiles right now. Yeah, that was my fear. Like, come on, dude. This sucks. This really sucks. Like, just the RNG giving us, like, a flood, a torrent of not water tiles here is absolutely ridiculous. And I don't want to place these anywhere, because I don't want to cut off the potentiality of water tiles. But that's what's going to happen. I can feel it in my human bone. Like, fuck, man. Come on, really? Everything was going so smooth, so hot. Everything was going green acres is the place for me. But no. Now we're fucked. In a really hyper-specific way. Alright, we're gonna just have to keep on, you know, trucking, so to speak. This is gonna be so bad. Just watch. It's gonna be so bad. I'm placing things so poorly because I literally have no other option. It's so much stone! Like, it was front-loaded on water so hard that I feel like I've actively been gaslit. This is all we got. All we have is the ability to stack now. This is our superpower. Not even enough water to give it a unit. That's truly dire. Alright, this is gonna get dicey here in a second. We're gonna see if we can just stack enough number based off of that one card that we got. I am embittered and frustrated, however. Okay, we're gonna be fine on a numbers-wise, but it doesn't feel good, you know what I mean? We are gonna need to take a heal in a second, too, which is gonna cut into our currency costs. But we have beaten Act 2. We do have a base 100 coin extra start, which is really nice. We do have another fluvial guard. I think we're just gonna take a lot of fluvials. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the forests, because they're not really doing much for us now, besides giving us trees, but we can try and work around that, maybe. By just building up the sheer amount of water that we need. Yeah, that sounds nice. Alright, give me wood. Give me wood, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Alright, we have another fluvial. That'll be nice, that'll be good. I think we just stay the course for now. You know? This is fine. What could go wrong? We are starting to get deadlands, though. I'm not a huge fan of the deadlands. Good, good, good. Okay. And this is a perfect space for a river castle. Look at that. Look at that. And we can build it up with a watermill. Okay, you know what? We're gonna sequester over here, I think. You. I don't like how many of you are being given to me. This feels like a curse unto my house, if I had to be completely honest with you. It feels like I've done something in a past life. This is a lot of rock now. I'm not feeling this much rock if I'm being real. I would appreciate a little less rock, maybe. Hey, look, it's more rock. I'm so mad. Okay, we really don't have much of a choice here. Oh man, that extra fluvial's just kind of fucked, isn't it? Shipyard on the mountains. It doesn't need to be touching water. It generates ships regardless. There's greater concerns. I'm not liking any of how this is, however. So I think we're just gonna try and wrap this one up. A shipyard doesn't need to touch water. Technically speaking, you don't require the water to build the ship, okay? I didn't make the rules. God, it's so ugly. I hate it. This is gonna be bad, because it's our weakness. There's just gonna be so many of us, though. Hey! Nice, okay. It could have been worse. It could have been much, much worse. I'm tempted to take Royal Will and upgrade it so that way royal buildings would then generate water tiles, but I feel like we're a little bit late in the game for that. It's real. I mean, a moat is a moat. Could be fun. Get random military. I don't really particularly care for any of these. Let's upgrade our fluvial. I would like to throw in the other fluvial, but such is the nature of the beast. We're gonna be generating like nothing. Get me a pizza with nothing! That's actually how I like pizza. I'm gonna get fucking strung up one of these days when I give my food takes, but like, for real, you just give me dough, man. Maybe some cheese. But like, you gotta run the cheese by me first. So bread? Yeah, that's fucking right. Pizza bread, man. Do you know that you can use pizza bread to make, fucking pretzels? That shit blew my mind. I love pretzels. I feel like I ought to live in Germany or something like this. A nation that actually values the eccentricities and the specificities of different types of bread. You talk to, like, North Americans, and they're just like, it's just bread. It's just bread. And you're like, it's not bread. It tastes different. Different breads have different tastes. And they're like, no, it's not true. And I'm like, it is. I don't like this situation right now, if I'm being real. Shit bad right now. Like, pretty dire, honestly. Insert Mr. Incredible meme here. Bread is bread. Dude, bread is so not bread. It makes me, it's my one food take, man. Dude, this is gonna fucking kill us. I don't really have food takes, you know? Like, I'm not a food guy. But my one food take is, like, breads are not just bread. There's such a wide, different, open field to what bread can be. Don't like raisin bread? Raisin bread's great. Too many raisins is a problem, though. You don't want the raisin per bread to be, like, really fucked up. Because it can be. You can have way too much. And you shouldn't. Okay, this is gonna get really jacked up in a second. Dude, they have so many units on that guy. But hey, we held out long enough to get more water tiles. Holy. If it's 60% raisin, we're gonna have problems. If it's that much raisin, that's not even raisin bread anymore, man. That's like, you just have raisins. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, you're just eating raisins for the sake of eating raisins. Raisins featuring bread. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at this. Just recently found out that raisins are dehydrated grapes. Wait, I just watched a video on a person who just learned this also. How did you just... Is this not like a really commonly taught thing? This was like grade school education shit. No? Okay. I'm not judging. I'm just, like, if anything, I'm not judging you. I'm judging the society that you're raised in. You know? Like, nothing against you, but, like, how? I swear. I believe you, for what it's worth. No one told us that, hey, raisins are grapes. I fully believe it. Holy shit, those numbers! Minus times minus and the round with negative... God hates you so much you don't understand. Like, you couldn't possibly understand how much God hates you. Disadvantage my ass, overwhelmed with numbers. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of think that we get rid of the stone circle. And we just take a... Like, we get rid of our core feature and we just take a shipyard. Our education system is so whack. I mean... Education is so wide and varying in what it is, that it's like, do you really need to know that information? No, but like, should you maybe? Yeah. But I guess, like, how common are grapes where you're at? Like, there's a million little things, right? You have no idea how many times I had to tell people the water cycle works. Or where the fuck oil comes from. Okay, those are bigger problems. These are actually things that maybe need to be addressed a little bit. Okay, so we do know that that's going to be there. Some of these things are not like the other. Sex education? So sex education varies so wildly and so inconsistently amongst areas. No, sir, wearing 2 condoms is not better? Oh. That's so good. That's so brutally good. That's awful. That's really bad. Holy shit. That's incredible, though. This was to a grown-ass 30-year-old. I believe it, yeah. If they've managed to get to that age without being taught otherwise, like, I would worry so much more if they were, like 14 and they were spouting this and they were, like, freshly in school. But, like, if you've made it to 30, like, I think that a lot of that shit just becomes locked in. You know? Like, nobody's corrected you. There's stuff that I've had not corrected for me that I super believed about stuff that was incredibly incorrect. Okay, I don't like this, but we're gonna kind of have to deal with it, I think. Dude, it's so close to touching, and it's making me angry. Wonder how bad education gets in the next few decades. It's really such a fucking toss-up, right? Like, it's really hard to say. We can get a little bit more squeaked out. Come on. Hey, let's go. You'd think it would get better with technology and knowledge, but it keeps devolving. I think it's cyclical. Knowledge waxes and wanes. Like, the sheer totality of human knowledge will always go up, but you'll have dips, like peaks and valleys, right? Like, think about it like this. Ancient Rome had a lot of the amenities that we have now. And it took a long time to get back there. But that was kind of just because it didn't leave that area. And so I think we're gonna kind of have that going consistently, right? Like small advancements in specific areas and then people adopting them out elsewhere for other reasons, right? Like, think of the internet. Think of television. Think of, like, there are still villages out there that don't have television, the internet. Like, their last innovation was, like, radio. But they might have fucking, like, the craziest truck you've ever seen. Right? Like, it's a weird thing to think about. I can't keep getting fluvial guards, man. We can't keep doing this. I'm gonna trade a card. I'm gonna trade my erudition. Sure, man. Whatever you say. But, like, I mean, there's also anti-intellectuals out there, right? There's people that just straight up hate knowledge. And it's so weird, because it's like, a lot of the fundamentalist people that really, really hate knowledge, right? I can't grasp it because, like, they think it's irreconcilable with religion, but you can just use it as an explanator of religion. That's the thing that really, like, gums my brains up. Like, you can just go, this explains my faith. God just built evolution into the system. Boom. Stuff is chronologically inaccurate in the Bible because a human wrote it who does not have God's conception of time. Bam. Like, it's not hard. You can reconcile that shit super easy. But yet there's these people out there that want to, like, fight that system tooth and nail. It's like, why? Do something better with your time. A lot of the oldest sciences were pioneered by monks. Why be anti-intellectual if you're a faithful person, right? Like, just real confusing. But even then, they're like secular anti-intellectuals too, and it's also very strange. It's even weirder. like the anti-vaxxer people that are like hippies. And like there's certain populations that being more anti-vax makes sense. If you know certain histories and, like, political leanings and blah, 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 blah. Some of it's fair. Some of it, like, is like, yeah, I get it. I get it. It makes sense for you, kind of thing. But some of it's like, what? Man, like, what? Okay, could I stop getting rocks for like 45 seconds, man? I wish I saved that. I really do. I don't know how I would have done it, but I would have done it. Between you and me, I would have done it. Only rocks. It's cursing me, man. It's cursing me. Okay, this is getting a little crazy now. Put it on the mountains. I'm working with ideas. It's a real Melvin Eugene Punymeyer situation. I didn't mean for that to happen. That was just straight up accidental. I'm gonna be completely real with you. I double clicked a little bit too quickly. Yo, let's go, though. Okay, well, I don't like you, if I'm being honest with you. But I have a feeling you knew that already. Well, you're stuck, so get fucked. We didn't even use the special ability of the tribe. That's the real insult here, is that we didn't even use the thing that came with this. Your religion came free, and we didn't even utilize it. Nice. Well, we beat Act 3 with the new thing. So we now have a war council. Recruit 1 arrow for every 6 squares explored this round. That's not bad, honestly. You could utilize that pretty well. Oh, we do have endless mode now! After beating the final boss, you can continue to face more enemies in Act 4. There are only combat grids there, with an increasing amount of enemies and challenging elite buildings. Watch out in Act 4, each enemy building you didn't place or keep in reserve, it deals direct damage. Oh no! Alright, let's go. Let's see what's going on. Suffer? I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm excited for an endless mode. I really like this game a lot. So I'm pretty thrilled about it, to be honest with you. Interesting. Don't like this. This is a weird one. A strong, like, will we even get another water tile energy right now? It's looking like we might not actually get another water tile. Ooh, a super prison. Yeah, this is rough. This is a lot of wasteland tiles, huh? Damn, that long to get that other fluvial. That fucking sucks, dude. In fact, this whole thing kind of sucks. I love how long it took us to get any more water tiles. Like, it took us so long that we just have no way of actually accessing the original water tiles. We have so much money, though. Oh my god. It took us so long to get these other water tiles that they're, like, completely functionally useless to us. Like, actually, literally. That's crazy. Thank God we got that fusion card, because otherwise, like, holy... It would not have been good. That fusion card saved our skin. I mean... I'll take it. I almost would have preferred the one that generates, like, wood. Alright, we're gonna try and max out as much distance as we can with these. To ensure that there's kind of always a direction, you know? Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 has an actual release date, October 21st. Ah, don't make me want to buy it. That's like near my birthday, man. That game's gonna be bad. I love Vampire, but that's too good. But it's too bad. Like, woof. Day before your birthday, nice. Mine's the 18th. I don't really do anything for my birthday, so, like, don't worry about it. Nothing ever happens except maybe a stream if you guys are lucky. Okay, an elite version of a stronghold. We're gonna have to corner it in here pretty tight. Do you not celebrate it? Rachel likes me too, but I'm not like a, you know, a big celebrating party guy. Telling Shepard to arrange a surprise, or he wouldn't remember. Think about who you're talking about. I don't know, I've just become a lot more, like, lax about, you know, my birthday over the years. I used to celebrate it more when I was younger, but it's definitely fallen away. It's not as much of a priority. I like to do things for Rachel's birthday, because I know Rachel, she likes to have the thing to do, but, like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was with, like, the loss of whimsy and innocence, you know? The slow death of the self. All of that shit. Spin the wheel, trigger wheelbarrow card effect 7 times. Nice. 140? What did you gain that for? Absolutely what the fuck? Dude, this is a lot of water cards at the end here. We could actually kind of do something with this. Just so when you were 5, actually kind of. I had, like, So, I had a birthday party when I was a child where nobody could come because I lived in the middle of nowhere and I had only attended, like, preschool at the time. And you're always bombarded with television shows being like, everybody has a birthday party. You're supposed to have a birthday party. You're supposed to have friends. You should know all of these people and get together and hang out, and you should have a birthday party. So I wanted to have a party because, like, culturally I'm expected to, right? But I'm young enough, but I'm cognizant enough to be like, I'm not allowed to have one. So I was just really sad. And the only thing I really had that I remember from that birthday is the fact that it was like kind of gray and cloudy out. And when they brought in my birthday cake, it was a Power Rangers birthday cake with like the Red Ranger from the dinosaur Power Rangers at the time on the cake. And then I was like, yeah, it's fine. Cake's good. I got video games out of it, right? But then the next year, I was in school, and I had people that I knew, and I could invite them to my birthday. And then I invited all these kids to my birthday, and my cousin came to my birthday, and they were running around my house, and they were screaming, and they were touching my things, and they were fucking things up. And I just, it was like, I'm never having another birthday party. And that was like 2nd or 3rd grade. So yeah, no, like, really young, that just left my brain, and I was like, never mind. You know what a birthday party is for me? A birthday party is I invited Shepard over, and then we hung out and we played video games. Every year. And then birthday parties have since become, and then I play stream games, you know? I hated having people in my house. That shit sucked. Awful. Reasonable response to that many kids, yeah. Yeah, it turns out that, like, birthday parties actually kind of are ass. They kind of suck dick. The best thing to do with birthday parties is to take the things from the people. That was the only thing that was, like, kick-ass for me. Was, like, I got way more gifts than I normally would, and when I got a double of one of them, I could take it to the store and, like, exchange it. You know? Wonder what the origin of birthday parties are? Celebrating that your kid didn't die another year. like, genuinely. Like, think about it. You're celebrating the fact that a child has lived. Back in the day where children used to be expendable. When you had families the size of Shepard's and it was normal. And not weird. It's actually perfect. There we go. You go in here. This is gonna be really silly in a second. Perfectly slotted, as all things should be. I don't like this. This makes me feel bad. Because we're having to intentionally cut off our water supply. Dude, how many strongholds? Like, this is crazy. And all of our fluvials are caught over here. This sucks, man. Should send the kids back to the mines? I mean, America's trying to do that, right? That's like almost not a joke. I've seen that there were mines that were like discussing the idea of the ethics of sending like teenagers into them, and I'm like, you can't. Like, you can't be wanting to do this. Yeah, no, for years, the GOP have been, like, trying to lower the age requirements for work. I know that there was, like, a big quote-unquote win in a couple of states, because they recently made it so that way that, like, 14-year-olds are allowed to stay at work until, like, midnight if they have their parents' permission or some shit like that. We're gonna get wiped by this, aren't we? Because they're all arrows, and we don't have a single blade in our mix. Oh! That hurts. I don't know, Canada's weird. We, like, want people to be working more, but we also, like, don't want our kids to be working. So we fight that shit constantly. But then we look at the kids and we're like, but you should work, though. Because, like, I knew a person who worked, like, a shit-ass minimum wage job at, like, 14, and they were constantly, like, abused by the system there. So I'm not gonna say it's perfect or anything here, you know? Oh, this is getting weird. You live up here. I don't want anything to touch you ever. I want you to be as untouchable as a celibate monk. Oh, this is good. You live over here now? No. I realized my mistake. In the moment. And we can't let the water touch over there. Oh boy. Perfect. I saw an opportunity here. Hold on. Nice. Nice. I can't believe this round is still going. This is crazy. Never let anyone say that I don't know how to build a lakeside empire. Let me tell you what. I can't believe that we've been skating this far on just axes. Like, it feels like it's gonna have to come around and bite us, right? Hey, I'll take a 5. That's fine. If only I had religion on my side. He said never. One of these are gonna blow us up. One of these is gonna be the end of it. Nah, you go over here. Oh my god, please. Thank you. Nah, you go over here. I love when they appear as the elite version and they're like slightly more terrifying. But only slightly. The fuck was that sound? I can't have been the only one that heard that. Okay, we need water now. We need water stat. I heard it? Okay. I'm not completely crazy yet. Okay, well now we have water. I don't want to give them anything, but I'm gonna have to, I think. Okay. Okay. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Because I might be. You go in here? Oh, this is stupid. That's fair. You can have it. Okay, and it's all rock from now on, so we're good. I forgot we have a 54 stack of that. Huh. Number is starting to get real big, though. Given that it is an endless mode, there is also that. I'm genuinely thinking about taking the gardens to try and generate some wood to upgrade my stuff. But I don't think at this point we really have the time for it, you know? I think at this point we're just fighting for our life. Okay, this is weird, but I dig it. I don't like that one as much. This is fine. Kinda tempted to build that out from there, but I feel like that would be a bad idea. Jesus Christ, okay. Can I get one long tile, please? Just like a singular one, maybe? No? That's fine. We'll end prematurely. This shit's gonna go bad. I can feel it in my bone, my singular human bone. Yep, there it is. Oof. Alright, that's the end of the Endless run. But now we can actually go and look at some of the other new things. All things have to come to an end. Every society has to fall.